Because I'm thinking now, it's the 28th of March, and I suppose I'm feeling fairly okay as things could be. I'm annoyed because I've got a sore bit on my tongue, which is painful when it gets bitten on or whatever. So pressure makes it, it's quite sensitive. I realise there's nothing that can be done about such a thing except to hope and pray it gets better, but it is annoying. I think I have a vague memory that I was able to taste food sometime recently, and I really hope that that's true and not a dream or whatever, because it's ultimately important. So I don't know what to do really. I'm just living, and hoping and praying to get better and improve in my condition. But life is definitely an empty thing at the moment. I'm not into reading because of my eyes, and the same with TV and video. So that's frustrating. So what I'm doing at the moment is mainly just living and thinking, and trying to make myself physically comfortable, because it's annoying. My back is a bit annoying and my leg is annoying. So I'm a bit frustrated about not being able to find things to occupy myself. So I need to think of a plan to occupy myself properly going forward. With my eyes, I don't know what that will be, but I might have to just push through the eye problem. And get into TV and film and whatever. I'm doing some YouTube stuff a little bit, but it's hard to find things that I want to watch. But I'm very grateful to have YouTube to use. So I'm trying not to be miserable about what life is now. I just find it unbelievable, to be honest. I can't believe I'm living like this, and I can't believe that it could be a lot worse as well. So I know I should be grateful, but it's hard to feel grateful. When I'm doing this video, I'm getting a view up my nose quite a lot. So I need to get better at doing this, so that I'm looking up into the camera, so it's not so rude. You can see my right eye is half closed. There's a problem with it for some reason. I don't know if I should ask someone about that or whatever, but it could be just the way things are. I might have to face up to that reality. It's irritating. It's not painful. It's just wants to be closed. Life is so strange. This is a much better viewing angle. It's still not perfect, but it will do. But I have to hold my hand up with the phone, and it's quite annoying. So I might try lying down actually. I suppose that's okay. So I don't know of anything interesting to say really. I am mystified about what my life is. I'm not exactly worried. But maybe I should be. But it's mystifying how I survived this situation. And I don't know how much I'll improve. So I'm trying to think of something interesting to say. I suppose there's my ex-wife and kids to think about, even though I don't remember them. There's my financial situation to worry about. And that's probably insane. I probably got £2.50, overdraft, and that's all the money I've got in the world. I had a car, I'm sure. I don't know what's happened to that. Um, but I'm worried that life will be just misery and boredom. Is that even a word? Boredom. Very poor, no money, no whatever. And I have to be a father somehow. I don't really want it, to be honest. I don't feel capable of it. I don't see how I can be of benefit to my kids at all. That's very annoying, very disheartening. I don't know if I ever should have become a father. I'm not sure it suits me. Maybe I'm too lazy and irresponsible and thoughtless. So Liz has to do it all, and she hates me. And what if I'm looking after the kids one day and they get injured or something? I'm just worried that I can't be a father at all. I don't know how to do it. But I want to pass on all I know to my kids. But they're really young. They got so many years to go through. I want them to appreciate life and to understand what they have and to really appreciate the time that they have while they're young, because they're soon they get old like me and then it's all gone. So you have to exploit it properly, being young. So I am wondering what I can usefully contribute to the world now. Um, I'm doing this, which will hopefully interest 2 people in Mongolia. So I suppose that's something, but it's not ideal. I'd like to have 10 million subscribers that I'm actually contributing to people's interest. It is strange trying to find things that are of interest. I used to do philosophizing, so I was thoughtful about things in the world, but because of my memory problem, I don't remember what I used to philosophize about. So, whatever my solutions are for world hunger and to stop global war or whatever, I would have forgotten what they are. So I have to do it again, I suppose. But I'm just stunned at the population of billions of people. I don't know if it's 4 billion people, something like that. I mean, billion is such a big number. It's such an awesome reality. And we're just eating and pooing and getting dirty and washing and drinking. We're just consumers in the billions. How does the earth cope? And we're breeding all the time. And so the 4 billion, if that's what we have, will become 8 billion. And soon there'll have to be a war just to kill people to enable the earth to support us. And with that many people, we'll aggravate each other so much that we're bound to have a war. And the war we have will be a devastating war. Well, I'm thinking that if we have a war, it'll be a nuclear war, and it will genetically modify the remaining people. And so humanity will change when new generations come. And that'll be strange. I don't know what that will mean. I just don't know how the Earth can support us. How does it manage to keep regenerating? I'm trying to sort out this view of my face so it's not just all nostrils. That's probably better, I think. But I'm worried I'll drop the phone on my head now, so it's a bit annoying. So as I say, I know this is very interesting, but I am trying and thinking. So maybe you could suggest things that I cover. As I said, I don't know if there's even anyone watching, but if you are, comment and say what you think I should talk about. For some reason, I'm struggling to think of interesting topics. Because of memory problem, it's a big deal. For example, I'd want to cover topics on kids and raising kids, but I simply don't remember my kids. I remember how I entertained them and what I've done with them. I want to entertain them and educate them and keep them safe, obviously, but I simply don't know how I achieved that. I don't know how to make that happen. And my wife hates me, so she's not even going to want me to be involved with kids anyway. I don't know if I've said before just how awesome women are for being able to manufacture life. It's just an incredible feature of women, and it's why women are regarded more highly than men. And despite men being more functional than women, we have more value in a utilitarian way. We can basically do more than women, I would say. So we're more valuable in the sense of being useful, but we don't have the ability to make children, so we're not as important as women in the final analysis. It's simply the way it is, and it's women and children first to the lifeboats, and that is our mentality as regards the treatment of women. Men are second class, and that's just the way it is. And because we're second class, we have to work very hard to be useful, to try and make up for not being able to make children. It is strange the way the whole purpose of life seems to be about making more children. There doesn't seem to be any other purpose but to proceed. I don't know why purpose is an issue anyway, but it is for some reason. I think our whole lives seem to be geared towards pursuing a goal. And one goal is, of course, to procreate. So I've done that, for example. So in a sense, I've achieved my life's goal. So it's hard to know what to do from here. I've made the next generation as far as I'm able to. So what do I do next? There's someone at the door.